delicious.
My Bible more, pray more, you make me give more, serve more. No, really, let me tell you what my #1 agenda is. Follow me, I will make you fishers for this. If you let me, if you get close to me, you will hear my heart, and my heart is I love.
So I'm sure some of y'all are wondering what's the update with my current contest prep, and if you haven't already guessed from me smashing 2 servings of Kodiak Power Cakes, I am not in contest prep at all. I actually basically made the decision like I think for sure like 2 weeks ago that I was not going to be doing the current competition prep that I said I think about a month ago that I was going to try to compete for. So there's a show for Alabama. It's like the Alabama State Championships they have at the end of August every year, which is kind of like the last big Alabama show that they do. And I mentioned that after my first show this year, I thought about doing maybe one more show. And it would have been this show because who doesn't want to win like your state title? And so I just figured that would be something that I would go after. But I kind of toiled like back and forth between, all right, I was 110% in on this to, I'm not really sure if this will be enough time and enough like dedication on my part to do this show in such a short amount of time. Because I think when I like for sure decided and committed that I was going to do this show, I think it put me at about like 8 weeks out at a time. And then from like the 8-week period to up till now, I literally would teeter just back and forth if I really want to do it or not. And again, I think I mentioned it too, like doing this show would really be contingent on if I could even get off for work, because for those of you who've been following me for so long, y'all know how incredibly hard it is for me to take off as a pharmacist at my job, just due to the current, demand of my job and responsibility. So it's really hard for me to even get any PTO approved, and I was still waiting to get PTO approved for an upcoming wedding in August, which is actually right before that show. Which, good news, I finally got that approved after pulling teeth and nails and arms and every body part that you can think of, trying to get that approved for me in order to go to this wedding in California. Finally got it approved, so I kind of have like a little mini vacation coming up, which is so exciting. But yes, so that was, that was a huge ordeal in on itself. But again, good news is I did get it off. But I did not get off the Friday for the show that I was requesting off because I've really just ran out of PTO. And honestly, I would have PTO accrued by that point, by the time the show came. But I basically already got denied by my market scheduler. So I was kind of just irritated with that. But that just kind of like, I think solidified that, okay, well, maybe I'm not going to do this show. And a couple of different reasons why I think it would probably be a good idea is because I am going to California for almost an entire week before the week before the show. So during the most crucial times of that prep, I would be spent away in a completely different state across the country. And so I know I wouldn't be on track with my nutrition and my training like I should be. And I have other things in between then and there also that are coming up that, again, it will be hindering me, not being able to be 100% on my nutrition and training. And I'm just the type of person, if I'm not 100% in on something, I'm not going to do it. So I finally was just kind of honest with myself, and I got to thinking about it. I was like, I've spent so many weeks going back and forth between like, all right, I'm doing this, I'm 110%, like I'm going in after this state title and I'm going to win it. And then I would go back between, I don't know if this is really the best idea for me because I have so much going on. Not even, 100% sure if I can even get off for this show in the first place. And then I realized, it's like, I'm not 110% on this, and I keep making excuses. And so I was just finally honest with myself, like, this is not, I I don't need to be doing this show because I'm not in it 110%, and I am finding myself making excuses, and I'm just the type of person, like, if you're a person that is creating excuses for not doing something, then you shouldn't be doing it. It's not a priority to you. And I'm just the type of person, like, I'm going to be successful and I'm going to win it if I put in the time and effort. So I was just honest with myself and just realized, like, you know what? Like, apparently I'm not even, like, really wanting to do this show, because really my main focus is I want to do a national show, and I want to put all my effort and commitment and dedication into doing a national show. And so what I have decided now is I'm not doing the Alabama show anymore. That's just off the charts. So I'm kind of like slowly moving into improvement season, but my main focus now is to just come at it next year, just full 100%, and just kind of reassess my priorities and kind of like where I am in life with like my career and everything, and just other things going on in my life, and just reassess it starting next year on doing national shows. That's all I want to focus on. That's all I want to spend my time and money and commitment, is just doing a national show, because from here on out, like, that's where I should be competing as far as like a competitive level. I felt like I could probably in a really short amount of time still bring a really competitive, you know, package to the stage, to the Alabama State show in August, but I would really have to be like killing myself, and I mean like doing double cardio, double training sessions a day, and be 110% on my nutrition plan. But I just knew that wasn't going to happen between my work schedule, as y'all know how crazy my work schedule is, and then just the amount of events that is coming up between now and that show. So that is my decision, not doing a show anymore this year. I'm actually trying, because, you know, I mentioned at the beginning of this year how I wanted to kind of get into powerlifting. I'm actually on the search for a powerlifting coach at this time, because I would like to just kind of switch up my training split for temporarily, not necessarily do a powerlifting show. Probably won't do a powerlifting meet. I don't know. I might. It just depends how it goes. But I just feel like I want to kind of change up my training a little bit and focus on something different other than like your typical bodybuilding split, just for a little while, because obviously I have to train a certain way in order to improve in my improvement season in order to compete on a national stage in the bikini division. But just for a little bit, I think I want to just change up my training split, and I want to try something a little different. So I am currently on the hunt for a good powerlifting coach within the surrounding Auburn, Alabama area. So yeah, that is the update. That's where we're at right now. It is, it's 10 o'clock. I have about 2 hours where I have to get ready and go to work. I'm in the middle of like my working weekend. You know, I work on Monday to Monday, 8 days straight with no breaks in between. So I'm exhausted. I'm kind of dwindling down towards the end of my work week, and I'm just like, ugh. So that's where we're at right now. Just kind of want to give you all an update for those of you who were wondering, because I know a lot of you are looking forward to some more competition prep vlogs, so I apologize for that, but I'm just not in the best state of mind, in the best area of my life right now to be doing another competition prep, and I'm just being 100% honest, and that's sometimes just how you have to be with yourself. Just be real and be honest and be true to yourself, and so that's where we're at right now. So now we're just going to have fun, eating and training how we want, but also being very smart and diligent with it. So yes, anyways, hope y'all have a great rest of your Sunday and a great rest of the weekend, and I will see y'all in the next video sometime next week. So also, my birthday is next week on July 27th, so keep your girl in mind, and nothing exciting is going to be happening because I'll be working on my birthday, so that's what happens when you become an adult. Okay, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.